Have you ever wondered why that one guy you know always seems to be able to go out with beautiful women? Or maybe you're sitting at a restaurant bar and there's a beautiful woman beside you, and then some random dude comes up to her. They end up exchanging numbers and leaving together, and you're like, what the just happened? Okay, well, in this video, I'm going to reveal the 5 secrets on how you can be a master playboy and pickup artist. That's right. I was married for 20 years and I've been single for 4 years. I've been on hundreds of dates, and that's what I'm going to reveal as my secrets in this video. So keep watching. All right. If you're new to my channel, welcome. My name is Kane. I'm the Silver Bachelor. This channel is 100% dedicated to dating advice for older guys. And if you haven't subscribed, hit the subscribe button and a notification button because I'm dropping videos every week. But first, I offer one-on-one coaching. If you want to level up your dating game as an older guy, I offer that. I have an ebook and an audiobook you can get in the link in the description. Also, I created a new clothing and luxury watch brand. That's right. This is my first piece that I'm launching. Almost this exact same watch that you can get at the link in the description. This is 50 millimeters, half a pound of steel. You're probably thinking, Silver Bachelor, man, that's ridiculous. Well, listen to this. I have a Panerai, beautiful watch. Panerai 127. This watch retails for $10,000. It's in the same camp as Rolex's. I never get compliments on this. I never get compliments on this watch, and it's a shame. But this beast, anything I wear like this, it's a conversation starter. I get women coming up to me, bartenders, doesn't matter. People are like, dude, where'd you get that? What is that? And it's so important to have a signature piece. And I know you're probably thinking it's kind of ridiculous, but ridiculous starts conversations and gets phone numbers. All right, but you're not here to hear all about that stuff. You're here for this video and these 5 things and how you can be a master playboy and pickup artist. And I'm just using those terms because that's what we all identify with, right? And I've been on so many dates. It's natural for me now. The flirting is natural. The way I have conversations with the women is natural. Bringing them back to my place is natural as well. And I'm going to go over these 5 things on how you too can be much better with women and even a playboy or pickup artist. Okay, number 1 is trauma. And you're thinking, Silver Bachelor, what are you talking about, man? Trauma. Okay, usually men that are good with women did not start off like that. Like I said, I was married for 20 years. I was together with this person for 22 years. Even prior to the marriage, I wasn't very good with women at all. Fast forward, I get a divorce. At the age of 48, I'm now single in the dating pool, and I've not been single for 22 years. How did I go from 48 and divorced to being able to meet women no problem almost every single time I'm out? It's easy. Well, this was learned, and it was learned from trauma, right? I had my heart ripped out of me, okay? And what happened is because it hurt so bad, I started testing things. I started, right? Doing this, getting a reaction, doing that, getting a reaction, going, oh, that didn't work. That didn't work. And this kind of leads me to the second piece, the second tip in the 5, okay, is from after my trauma. And I wanted to test, and I wanted to get better at it, and putting myself in situations that I wasn't sure how it would go. So this is number 2 tip is practice, okay? The more dates you go on, the more practice you're going to have. And the better looking the women are, the more practice you're going to have with good looking women. I can sit beside a 9, no problem, and be as natural as I am with any other woman. And women can be very predatorial in terms of they can pick up on your weaknesses like a predator, okay? And so over time, what happens is that you get better. And you might be thinking, well, okay, first, Silver Bachelor, that's all fine and dandy. But how do I get dates? How do I get dates with good-looking women? Well, this is a little controversial, but I'm gonna say it anyways. Go out with some sugar babies. Go join a sugar daddy website. That's right. And tell them that you're only interested in platonic dates. And they're going to wonder what all of this is about, right? You could say, hey, look, I just want to have some company. I've been I'm recently divorced. I'll cover the dinner, your drinks, and an Uber, and I'll give you $100 or $200 for your time. And you might be thinking, Silver, bachelor, man, why would look, it's practice. You need practice. You are damaged. You are hurt. I understand. You're just newly separated or you're divorced, whatever. You've been out of the game. And I am telling you, sometimes you don't have to give them extra money. They're like, okay, cool, you're going to cover my dinner, my drinks, and Uber, and this is platonic, just to see if we like each other, right? You're going to fuck up, but that's okay. That's the best way to get practice. The fastest way to get dates and with beautiful women is with sugar daddy websites, okay? And like I said, you don't necessarily have to spend $100 or $200 just for them to go out with you, but sometimes it's worth it, especially if you have the money. Why not? Because otherwise, good luck on the dating apps. All right, so that's number 2 is practice. Number 3, emotional detachment. When I say emotional detachment, I can handle rejection. I can go up to a woman, shoot my shot, ask her out on at a grocery store. It doesn't matter. In the right moment, if I'm like, okay, boom, I'm going for it, and she rejects me, I say, okay, hey, take it as a compliment. Have a great day. I don't give a fuck. So emotional detachment. I'm very quick if it is a dating app situation to swipe left on red flags. Oh, I can see the red flags very quickly. For example, she has a septum. I'm out. Why? Because usually women who've got the septum are left. They're feminists, leftists, very liberal, and that does not jive with my values and ideologies. Okay. I'm more closer to the center, maybe even right of center a little bit, but I'm closer to the center. And so women with septums typically every freaking time they've got that or they're a vegan, no, out. So, anyways, emotional detachment, I don't care anymore and I'm choosing what I want, right? I can spot disinterest, I can spot fishers, and I prioritize myself and my hobbies and my grind over just trying to meet a woman. I don't give a fuck. So that's what I mean. When you are now emotionally detached, you're in this amazing place of like, you just don't give a fuck. You're like, I'm going to do things my way, and it's my way or the highway. So that's number 3. Number 4 is charisma. Charisma is very magnetic to these women, right? You need to get comfortable teasing them, making them laugh. I don't take women seriously. I don't. And I'm constantly poking fun at them. Like, for example, if I were to have a date coming up and she said that she just recently went axe throwing, and I'd say, okay, well, how much did you suck at that? Right? That's what I mean. I or she's got tattoos, and then I would be beside her. I'd be looking at her tattoos, and I'd say, okay, how many tattoos do you have? She's like, oh, I've got 8. Okay, how many of those are shitty ones? See what I mean about the teasing? If you can tease a woman, that means you're not intimidated by them, and it comes across as charisma. So that's what number 4 is charisma. And number 5, last one, is authenticity. And you might be thinking, Silver Bachelor, man, like you're talking about being a playboy and a pickup artist and stuff. Well, here's the thing. Eventually, you're so good at it, you're so natural that it's now authentic. You're not playing games. It is yourself. You are doing things second nature and in the moment. And it's not lying, it's not manipulative because you're so used to being around the company of a beautiful woman and what works with her. And then you also start to test the waters a little bit, okay, to see how she feels. So, like, for example, one time I had a date, the date was going really well, and there was chemistry. And I did this. This was a little dangerous, but I did this. So, well, all right. So it was chemistry. We ended up going to a restaurant, then a cocktail lounge, and then we went out to a nightclub later on, and we were like dancing close. I go in for the kiss. Again, first date. I go in for the kiss, and she turns her cheek like this. I was like, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Kane, don't freak out. Don't freak out. I'm like, how dare you not kiss me? So fine. So we end up leaving. We're in the Uber, and I said, "Hey, look, I had a really good night, but I'm not sure if there's a fit." Again, I'm testing the waters. And she says, "What?" I said, "Well, I went in to kiss you, and I guess you're not into me, which is cool. and and you seem really nice." And she's like, "What? That wasn't my intent." And what does she do? She leans in, and all of a sudden we start kissing in the Uber because she didn't want me to think that she wasn't into her. See what I mean? I never did that before. I never challenged the woman that way, especially if she turned her cheek. But that works. I am definitely going to do that again. And it just came naturally in the moment. So I encourage you guys to use these 5 tips that I've given you and feel free to share with the other viewers what other things they can do, especially if they're broken, they're newly single, and they're want to have more practice and be more comfortable with beautiful women. All right. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.